Hello, and welcome to Finding Something More to Talk About. I'm Nancy Wrench, your host. Today's guest is a woman who's mixing heart, hustle, and homemade goodness one scoop at a time. Ashley Vedder is the founder of Vedder's Organic Ice Cream, a brand born out of love, purpose, and a deeper mission to give back. So let's dive in and find out what's really behind the brand and the woman that's making a difference in the sweetest way possible. Hello, Ashley.
Hi, Nancy.
How are you?
I'm great. Thank you.
I gotta tell you, it has been such a joy to get to know you this last 6-7 months. You are such a vivacious, kind, energetic, motivated young woman.
Thank you for having me.
Take us back to the beginning. What sparked the idea for Vedders, and did you ever imagine that it would grow into a brand with such a powerful mission behind it?
I did not know what it would become, but I did decide to give it a try. And it takes me back to when my husband was first diagnosed with Parkinson's, early onset. We had one child on the way and two others that were young. We were a young family. Being 8 months pregnant and getting this diagnosis was a really hard hit. And, the mission just started coming slowly. It first came with having the idea to host a fundraiser to encourage my husband to get out and tell his friends and our community. And, starting with the fundraiser led into this bigger picture of what is today.
You've said this is more than ice cream. It's about honoring a cause. What has it been like turning your business into a vehicle for advocacy?
It's really been a heartfelt job. I am doing it with my heart. I'm doing it with my soul. I'm doing it because I'm passionate about it and I love it. But I'm also passionate about finding a cure for Parkinson's. My father-in-law was diagnosed first, and then my husband, and then my mom. And what's the future? Will my children get it? How many more millions of Americans or people around the world are getting this? It's now the number one most prominent disease to get. What is going on here? I would just like to be part of that bigger picture and solving it and finding a cure.
Which led you into a partnership with Michael J.
Yes. Yes.
Tell us a little more about that.
Yes. So before I came up with this idea, I was already doing fundraisers for the Michael J. Fox Foundation. And as I was getting into the third fundraiser, it was a week away from it launching and it being here, I came up with this idea of ice cream. Because during this time, I was working with my husband closely. He was working with a nutritionist and doctor on clean gut, connecting to a better brain. And I was doing a Whole30 challenge with a group of women. And you could have no sugars, no dairy, no additives, just whole ingredients, whole foods, no breads. And so 2 months into that, we cheated and we took our young kids to frozen yogurt. And I was so excited to have this and I couldn't wait to get it. And as I was eating it, it just didn't taste as good. And we left with belly aches. And this is what led to the idea of having an ice cream that's clean without cane sugar, and that I could tie into the Michael J. Fox Foundation, but I could tie into Parkinson's. So their names are on all of our products. And the reason why we were able to partner with them is because we were an MVP Team Fox fundraise holders for 3 years in a row. So we raised more money than expected. And we were actually their top 4th fundraiser in the world in 2017. And that's when I came up with this idea in 2018. And we got to have dinners with Michael J. Fox and go to New York and go to these award banquets. And it was just so amazing. And it was so great to be in a room and to be within that community because you felt it. You felt that there was a bigger purpose. So the finding something more, I did feel it there. And when I was in that room, it was, there's something more to life. There's something more here. There's something bigger.
Yeah.
And when I came up with this ice cream idea, I love sweets. My husband loves them even more than me. That I decided to create a recipe my husband could really enjoy.
How did you come up with that recipe?
I have a notebook and I wish I would have brought it to show you. And it started off with, I knew it needed to be a non-dairy base. And it started off with me making and my own nut milks and my own all these things in my kitchen, and me writing down every day, 5-star, 1-star, this recipe's good, this recipe's bad, only sweetening it with dates, only sweetening it with maple syrup, or everything organic. And everything had to be organic on the program my husband was doing. The Whole 30 challenge, I think they recommended, but we did it anyway. And it really makes a difference, because if you think about all of the additives and all of the fertilizers and all of the sprays that are put on our foods and all those chemicals, they think that's part of Parkinson's. That's part of how people are getting this disease. So I think organic's really important, and my product is organically certified by the CCLF. And that was also a long time coming, and that was hard to get. But back to your question on the recipes, I just kept going and going and going until it was perfect. And honestly, it was never perfect. Like, you're constantly changing it. But pretty much we have it done now. But I have a book of 3 years of me making recipes, because I think at that time, I wasn't sure if I was going to open up an ice cream shop. I wasn't sure if it was going to be a blog. I wasn't sure if I was going to write a cookbook, but I knew it was something. So I literally wrote down every meal I made, took photos of it, and with ice cream.
And your ice cream shop is where?
In San Clemente, California.
So let me ask you, building something meaningful can feel overwhelming. What has been the hardest part of your journey so far, and how did you push through it?
There's so many moving parts. There's so much going on with children, with my husband, with my parents, with friends, even within my own house. My husband, not being able to be there for me one day, or because he doesn't always feel well, or there's days where he's on and he can help. It's been hard. I guess it's been hard to just put it all together.
So how do you navigate that?
One day at a time. You have to take one day at a time, and then I slowly found my people, and I had to start delegating, and I slowly found workers, and I slowly figured out, oh, my mom wants to do this. She can be this person. Or I slowly figured out I had to ask my husband to do less and less. And that was really hard, because he was always the person that could do anything.
What advice would you give to someone sitting on an idea, but they're afraid to pursue it?
I would ask yourself, 20 years from now, looking back, would you regret not doing it? Think of this as you have one life to live. This is your one opportunity.
Well, the last question I want to ask, and I always do, is what is your something more?
I'm on my way to finding my something more. Life is taking me in that direction, and I'm slowly figuring out what my something more is and what will become of it in time. But the more I'm around the Parkinson's community, and the more I'm around people that need something more, it's helping me figure out what I'm here for.
Would you like to share, as we close, where you are headed and some of the other places that the ice cream is going to be?
It's headed in a good direction. It's headed into more quaint grocery stores. We're going down that avenue. I'm hoping eventually you'll see it in Whole Foods and in Costco. Gelson's and Lazy Acres, unfortunately, are closed for this year, but it doesn't mean they're not going to be open for next year. And starting next October, fall, we're hoping we'll get into pavilions. There's a list, but right now you can find Vedders at all the Bristol Farms, Erewhon Markets, Irvine Ranch Markets, Fraser Farms.
I just love your unwavering passion.
Oh, thank you.
And again, thrilled to have been able to meet you this year and just establish an ongoing friendship. Thank you very much for being a part of it.
Thanks, you, Nancy.
Until next time, remember, there's always something more to talk about.